In Green Hill Radio New World Order News. Welcome to another exciting fireside chat. And we're doing another screen recorder video, although this is an important topic because I said on a previous posting of the Alex Jones show, and I said even before that, the thing I said before that was Trump needs to get this whole Epstein situation resolved by New Year's. Nobody wants to be sitting here on New Year's or Christmas or Thanksgiving or fucking Easter or Valentine's Day going on Facebook and all they see is this stupid Epstein bullshit. You're killing our morale, bro. Now, I understand we have the special prosecutor counsel and everything investigation assigned. So we got a new loading bar, basically. But I Googled around and asked ChatGTP even, do we have a timeline? Do we have a timeline? I love the new Metal Gear Solid color scheme with the green triangle and everything going on in the new Metal Gear Solid. That's hella funny. Synchronicities, man. I don't know how I call this shit. Not that I called it, but like I was just on the ball with that. Again, like mad funny. A lot of synchronicities going on. Green Hill Radio New World Order News. This is my little outpost fake profile that I used just to like break into a different space of Facebook and get out of the echo chamber that I'm in, because every space, every corner of Facebook is an echo chamber. It's like a thing that fractals out from where you are. Like you're a singular point and it fractals out like a spider web from there. And so if you start a fake Facebook and you don't connect your contacts list or to your old Facebook, and you add a bunch of random different groups from what you normally would fuck with, you end up encountering a whole different set of the population algorithmically and whatnot. Anyway, so I said, Trump needs to handle this shit. We need some kind of resolution by New Year's, by the start of the new year. I asked ChatGTP and did various Google searches, coming away with the answer that no, there isn't any roadmap, any real solid roadmap or timeline as to when we are going to be getting the next phase of releases. Again, go watch my previous videos on all of this if you want a more deep dive on the mechanics of everything going on with this. I've got like 2 or 3 other videos on the subject. Let's see, you know what I see? A lot of stupid responses to comments, and there has been a lot of stupid posts with everything going on recently. I should make this the next video. Yep, so here we are. Seriously though. Well, thanks anyway, everyone that joined, especially the liberals, Dems, whatever you want to call yourself. If you joined, I don't consider you a lib, at least not in the sense of the commonly used stereotypes of being offended by everything, etc. You gotta be pretty open-minded and cool to roll with it, whatever. Because, yeah, I support Trump, the idea of MAGA, but I was around before MAGA. I was posting under the moniker of Green Hill Radio New World Order News like fucking almost going on 15 years ago now, like 13 years ago or some shit. first group I started was like in 2012, and that didn't go anywhere. It only got a few members. But I just mean in general, like what I used to do was fill my news feed. I'll save this for like the origin story stuff. I'm trying not to get caught up on a bunch of shit. Anyways, stereotypes of being offended by everything, etc. You know, you gotta be pretty open-minded and cool to roll with whatever, because, yeah, I support Trump, the idea MAGA, blah, 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 was around before them. It's a fraction of what I talk about, and we're not afraid to look at some really far-out and wild topics. If you're a liberal, Democrat, whatever, I don't care. I see awake versus asleep, not left versus right. Everyone is welcome, just don't be a jerk about it if you disagree with something. LOL. Scrolling back, it was always fun to post back and forth with Alexander Vidman. LOL. I want to be able to goof around with people, but nah. Now the vibe is all fucked up for real. Yeah, Alexander Vidman. You know, it's funny too, posting back and forth with that guy. And I didn't realize he was some kind of, you know, whatever level you want to call it, whatever level of modesty he would want to take, I don't know, but I'm just going to use the term big shot, air quotes, whatever. I seen some videos of him giving a speech in front of people or whatever, so I guess he's some kind of dude. You know, I've known people in the political realm operating and doing stuff, so that level isn't really new to me at this point, but it's just kind of funny. Like, I'm just tar and feathering and shitting on this guy, but, you know, it was never this intense, hateful shit the way the fucking left is, and especially now. Like, like if you read the stuff, like, yeah, sometimes I probably got a little, you know, I went a little too hard with him, but for the most part, if you read the stuff, like he would post something that I would disagree with and think is nonsense. You know, he posts some liberal supporting nonsense, and I would do a series of Google searches and leave a few counter arguments in his comment section to the point where I was satisfied that I had fully beaten him. And 90% of the time, he wouldn't even fucking respond to the shit. And I would just, you know, so I'd just do a little quick owning of him, and then I'd post some anime clip of whatever character beating the crap out of another character, and be like, yeah, be like, like, Bwah! like in a goofy anime, yelling voice is how you should read those posts, where I'm like, Bwah! Vidman, you can't defeat me, you fool! This is not the vibe that the left is coming with. There is no fun to be had debating politically. It's not enjoyable. There's don't even bother getting into politics. I don't know. At this point, like, it is just full on hateful and nasty and fucking crazy. Like, mad funny. I don't know. It's been you know, Vidman goes on and off. I don't know. Maybe he gave up. It's been like a week or two since he posted something. Anyway. But yeah, I was pissed off last night reading a lot of this shit. Like, it just finally pissed me off. But honestly, I didn't think scrolling through the mess of bullshit posted in the feed would be this bad. When I friend requested a bunch of random libs, I'm out. Check in later. Real talk. I was like, what the hell? Huh. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm really not mad at you libs when it comes to whatever. It comes to whatever you want to say about Trump himself. Hell, if the special counsel he appointed doesn't yield some results, I might be right there next to you, saying the same thing. At the end of the day, all you're screaming about it is still useful. All you're screaming about it is still useful pressure to get the job done. Yeah, like, I mean, at the end of the day, keep screaming about it, libs. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's just fucking... Eh. I'm still gonna call you idiots until you wake up, though. There are two kinds of people you encounter in this, my conspiracy theorist crowd. May disagree on different things, but usually respectful and willing to debate with you about it in the comment section. And stupid liberals that don't know a damn thing about it, but they sure are having fun yelling pedophile at every random Trump supporter they find. Thing is, hopefully, I hate this. Talk to type has this motherfucking annoying fucking... Every time you pause and start a new sentence, I see this in other people's comments every once in a while, but it seems to happen to me a lot. This fucking thing, I don't know if it's because it's an older phone, it's from 2018, but it will put is. And I kind of like that, because I can kind of like see subtle things that the algorithm does that you can't see on a newer phone, because this shit lags. So there's almost like a space in between the lines that you can read into when it's trying to... I would have to make a whole separate video and gather a lot of clips maybe in order to do that. But let's see here. Willing to debate with you on stupid liberals that don't know a damn thing, but they sure are having fun yelling pedophile at every random Trump supporter they find. Is, for no reason, hopefully is, they actually do some research on the subject, because I don't know how you stay in the milquetoast, bubblegum, cotton candy, fairy tale, mainstream media narrative world and don't wake up to the New World Order control system while being aware of and researching Epstein. Key thing for y'all trolling is much better. It puts is instead of it's. It's much better when you actually know what you're talking about. Trolling is much better when you actually know what you're talking about and didn't just pick up the subject last month. So that's what we have. Let's see. Oh, this is funny. Bro hasn't caught up with the rest of his gang yet. He's still using the stupid "you're racist" thing. He must not have been to the meetings or whatever. It's not racist or Nazi anymore. The stupid thing you guys are constantly yelling is pedophile now. It's pretty ironic, considering the deafening silence that came from your side when Joe Biden was president, but that's what you're gonna do. You know, whatever. Gonna build a wall of shame for the stupid people that have jumped on the most retarded leftist bandwagon since they started calling us Nazis. The left drooling, Trump's a pedo, so we made sure to not release the list while Joe Biden was president. Yeah. Like, that's so fucking... Damn, that's crazy. Where are the Epstein files? You kidding me? Biden has it in his garage along with the classified documents he stole as a congressman. Oh... Damn, that's crazy. It's almost as if you operate with the self-awareness of a bot. And you didn't read the post. Because this guy was crickets while Joe Biden was president, this fucking dumbass here. And it's hilarious. Notice how libtard has to use a photoshopped picture of Trump while we can just grab the first thing that pops up on Google Images when you type in Joe Biden around kids. Well, let's go even further. I think we have in here... Do we? No? We don't? Oh. Gonna go even further here. Hold on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Paying homage to you fucking bitch. What are you doing? Stupid. Hey, fuck book, get it together. Asshole. This stupid shit. Making it fuck book? You getting there? You figuring it out? Let's give fuck book a second to load here real quick. Anyways, dumb retard fuck book got it together. Let's get back to it. Somehow less creepy around kids. Been saying this for years now. Fucking I've done this so many times. This picture doesn't pop up at the very top anymore when you Google Joe Biden around kids. So it's not as funny when I do it now. And like maybe about a year ago, there was some different pictures at the top of Hitler with kids as well. There was like there was the classic one of him sitting in like a chair with a bunch of kids around, sitting in chairs, and everybody's smiling. Like, and it's just such a funny contrast. Anyway. Yeah. When you're suffering from a severe case of mental retardation, you might go so far as to center your profile picture and posts around this while not knowing Trump was the first person to start reporting Epstein to the FBI. You amazing, beautiful dipshits. I mean, I guess it's still the same kind of immature crying retard tantrum they usually throw when they know they can't debate, which is all the time. You can just pick one for them to scream over and over again, whatever it may be. Don't care. Could be, yeah. That's a great one. When they're getting the shit stomped out of them in debate, which honestly, you know, when you disagree with them, and your worldview, never mind stomping the shit out of them in debate, they can't take you disagreeing with them and having a different set of thoughts than them and existing at the same time in their vicinity. They fucking can't handle it. So they start to go, I don't care. If you try to explain to them your side, that's a classic. I don't care. You're a racist, sexist, Nazi. So as awkward as it is, I guess, we're just going to have to get used to owning the libs while they say the new stupid shit. Shit like this. Hey, mental baby, it's okay. You know, we gotta pull a Alex Jones at this. We gotta get to this degree with them now. And talk to them like Alex Jones when he starts to get annoyed with stupid people. Let's see, it's okay, little baby. It's okay, mental midget, sweetie pie. We've got it all taken care of. Don't worry your derpy little head about a thing. We wouldn't want to embarrass ourselves by pretending like we cared about the Epstein list while Joe Biden was president, would we? We wouldn't want to embarrass ourselves by acting as if we didn't just sit here for 4 years of silence from you guys while we sat here and chanted about it. Is the fucking craziest, most hilarious thing for the past decade. Since and it's great. It is a true testament to the truth movement and conspiracy theorist crowd on the internet that it has not stopped since the fucking day Epstein was killed. We have not stopped with the Epstein didn't kill himself. Christmas lights are like Epstein. They don't hang himself. So the t-shirts Alex Jones used to sell. Still sells them, probably. But fucking, yeah. And you just never stopped seeing it. It never went away. And it's not gonna go away. And, I don't know. You stupid fucking liberals, because that's the level of patience I have with you people at this point. You stupid fucking liberals can hop on the bandwagon of saying this, of talking about the Epstein list and demanding its release if you want. And you stupid fucking liberals can hop on our bandwagon that we fucking created, okay? And act as if it's yours. Just don't expect us to respect it, alright? Don't expect us to not mercilessly troll you with the fact of the matter that your side was nothing but motherfucking crickets, while Joe Biden, a already out in the open verified pedophile, his fucking niece or whatever's diary that she publicly confirmed to be legitimately hers, Joe Biden's motherfucking inappropriate showers, give me a motherfucking break. You people are ridiculous. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves, honestly. Every single liberal out there when they encounter random conservatives and people that they disagree with, that they perceive as the opposition or MAGA or whatever, and your immediate thing is to, shit-faced grin, I imagine these stupid motherfuckers have. They're like sharks that smell blood in the water, but it's blood from like Uncle Bob who's taken a bloody shit after a night of drinking tequila and eating Chipotle. So you can have fun, swarming around and after that blood, but I tell you what, you're full of shit at the end of the day, huh? Fucking amazing. I mean, this is true. I mean, the left being all about gender and race politics and ideology, being the actual racists, the Democrats starting the KKK and being lords over the Jim Crow era, and being the side that didn't want the slaves released, and Abraham Lincoln freeing the slaves and starting the Republican Party on the platform of freedom and emancipation, and so the racists call us racists. That's like level 1 cognitive dissonance, demonic inverse of reality. One guy said that to me. He said, I think it's a demonic ideology, because what it boils down to at the end of the day over and over again seems to be the inverse of reality. So it's almost a outcropping of Satanism, and you see that, the Satanists and the satanic movement attached to the left. But so you have the actual racists calling us racists, inverse of reality. It's designed to jar the brain and be difficult to respond to. And then we stop giving a fuck about that. We realize the game, it's stupid, and we move on, and we just push forward and say, yeah, we don't give a fuck anymore. Call us racist, dipshit. And then they move to, you're a Nazi. And it's funny because that was the titrated dose. That was the titrated dose. Like Alex Jones says. So when the mega dose comes and hits you, you're not ready for it. And so these fucking idiots started calling us Nazis. The actual Nazis started calling us Nazis. The guys who dress up in black and put on a mask and get in the street and attack people using their freedom of speech, and anybody they disagree with, they get violent with. The left. The actual Nazis. So the actual Nazis, the socialists that have the self-awareness of a goldfish and the depth of a motherfucking teaspoon, that can't do a simple Google search to see National Socialist Workers Party, you know, fucking Babylon B just now making a skit about some shit I've been saying for like a fucking decade. Since the, well, because, you know, I grew up watching the History Channel, so since the first AOC dumbass, I remember when nobody knew, I remember when liberals didn't know who AOC was, and I was telling liberals, this was back in like 2019 or some shit. I was telling liberals, hey, guess who's coming to save your derpy ass? Some fucking Nazi socialist named AOC. It was the funniest shit back then. It's still funny as hell. But it was even funnier back then because the liberals I was talking to didn't even know who the fuck she was. And I was like, you watch. This dumbass is gonna come and be the mascot for your party. Now, so you got the left's talking points, because I'm not saying the average derpy Democrat is a real racist. You know, I don't know what you would call it. Accidental kind of goofy racism where they don't realize it, like it's not real racism. They're like just real fucking misguided. It's like offensive. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's racist. I feel like that's too strong a word. Like, they're not actually, you know, doing anything that's gonna hurt you for the most part. But they're fucking offensive. You know, the whole inner city black kids don't know how to use a laptop or get internet access. They don't know how to go to the DMV and get a fucking ID. That kind of stupid shit. There's many levels of that kind of dumbass shit. Outside of the abortion issue, the left being ideologically racist and not understanding their own racism really doesn't hurt anybody. Until you get into the abortion issue, and then you're killing off 50%, more than 50% of the black kids that are supposed to be born in the United States every year, and saying really fucking out of touch with reality, delusional, stupid shit. Like, what kind of... I remember one time I had a conversation with one of these fucking, you know, old liberals, goofy curly haircut. I could say his name, but I'm not gonna. You know, one of these fucking... wearing the little spectacles, thinks he's all smart and shit. Einstein goofy haircut like Alex Jones talks about. Bernie Sanders haircut. The whole shebang, you know, sweater vest and everything. And he thinks he's so progressive and all that shit. And he goes, I just don't understand how a young person like you, a pot smoker with long hair, can be so misguided. And I'm like, bro, you just told me that we need abortion because what kind of lives are these disadvantaged inner city black kids gonna have? Are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? This is the kind of shit that these delusionals think. This is the kind of lunatic fucking logic that occupies the negative space where a brain could possibly exist. In the normal human, at least. Now, I mean, gosh. Yeah, I'm just dumping out verbally the pent-up frustration, because although good and effective, owning libs in the comment section just isn't as satisfying as riffing like this. So, derp goofball libs with no fucking self-awareness call us Nazis while being Nazis. Not actual Nazis or actual racists. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then you move on to the next level. They evolved. They hit us with a titrated dose. The average milquetoast MAGA Republican is motherfucking speechless in the comment section, in the live chats. They don't know how to respond to this shit. And, you know, I kind of agree with Owen Schroyer. And I think Chase Geyser said it too. I think it was Owen Schroyer. You know, I can defend Trump on a lot of shit. A couple of strikes on Iran, I can defend that. Little support for Israel, you know, it sucks, but I can defend him there depending upon how far it's taken. The little bit of slow progress we had there with Ukraine and Russia, you know what I mean? All these kind of things, difficulties in the economy. This fucking Epstein list shit can't defend against that. Can't fucking say anything in reply. As shitty as it is, when these fuckfaces in the comments section, what makes it annoying is because they are not well researched, intelligent, well thought out conspiracy theorist type, truth movement type people. Notice the difference there. MAGA rides on the back of the truth movement. Wouldn't exist. Trump says you're excommunicado from MAGA because you question things about the Epstein situation. You're being foolish, Trump. All right? You rode in on the tidal wave that we created. You are the tip of the spear that we chose to put on the end of the stick that we created, we found. We fucking grew this shit. Alright? You don't excommunicado anybody from anything. You're gonna be gone in like 3 years, bro. We're gonna have to continue to soldier on without you and find a new candidate. Don't tell me your 90-year-old ass is gonna be fucking on the campaign trail, 80, whatever. Like, you know, you don't excommunicado anybody from anything. That's not how this works. Regardless. You know, like, there was a lot of stupid fucking handling of this situation up to the moment when we finally got that special counsel appointed. And when Alex is sitting there talking about Streisand effect on top of Streisand effect on top of Streisand effect, and how it's not quadruple trillion D chess like the retard Q people tend to say. I'm actually to the point now where I'm like, now hear me out. Think about this for a second. I'm actually to the point now where I'm like, all right, because none of this fucking makes sense. He runs on releasing the Epstein list. It's a key part of both of his presidencies. He starts releasing phase 1. You think about it as a loading bar in a video game. And at some point halfway through the loading process, something happens and fucks up. Loading process starts to stutter a little bit. And you're like, what the hell? So now, Streisand effect on top of Streisand effect on top of Streisand effect. If this is a cover-up, if that was an attempted cover-up, right? Worst motherfucking attempted cover-up ever. So, why? Why handle this so incredibly poorly? Well, my only alternate thought to the standard shit we're going with now, or I'm going with now, fuck everybody else, because a lot of people are dumb as shit, I'm sick of it, but we have the recycled nonsense Jane Does and the stupid fucking, you know, I even had ChatGTP look at it just for the fuck of it. The fake Epstein birthday book that sounds like it was written by some shit lib. Oh, Epstein, you're my favorite. So fucking stupid. I asked ChatGTP. It was like fucking pulling teeth. I don't get why people are so obsessed with the thing. To compare that signature, which to me looks really different from all the Trump signatures I've ever seen. And it was like, yeah, there's like a 12% chance, a 20% chance. I had it run the scan a few times, the simulation or whatever, a few times. And it never went over 20%. It was always like, yeah, there's like a less than 20% chance that this is an authentic fucking signature. So you got those kind of things. You got like the sick fucking short that I posted the other day where it's Trump with his daughter and like his daughter's friends. And it looks like, and especially because the glow coming up, I think they're in a plane, so that's probably, they're in his fucking, I think they're in his plane. Regardless, you got the little lights coming up from the floor, and it looks like candles on a birthday cake, and I put the fucking birthday cake there because you look at the vibe of the picture, and I said something to the effect of like, kids can tell when you're a fucking creeper. Like these fucking vampires like Bill Clinton, they can't help themselves. They spend 15 seconds around a kid and they go into fucking Dracula mode and start sniffing him and shit. You know? There's no fucking way like you make it far enough. Like, and that's not a photo shoot, a public event, right? That's like some random picture of them on the internet that somebody found and posted. Might not even be real. Could be AI at this fucking point. But the point still stands. You don't make it that far. Like that's not a public event, a photo shoot where some random kids came up to him and took a picture, and within that 30 seconds, he managed to creep him the hell out by being a total creeper. You know, that's his fucking kid and his kid's friends, right? You don't make it all the way from, like, you know, picking your kid's friends up and going home, having lunch or whatever on the way to the fucking, you know, airport or wherever. You don't make it to your kids having friends. Like, yeah, you don't make it past 30 seconds. Like, there's so many levels of you don't make it past da-da-da-da to take that picture. That picture is taken, if with logic and common sense, is taken like a while, like after Trump met these kids. I'm not talking about his daughter, I'm talking about his daughter's friends in this instance. Like, they've known him for a while. They didn't just fucking meet his daughter and then, even if it's a whole day, you see my point. They didn't just meet his daughter and then him be like, let's take a picture 30 seconds in before vampire mode was activated. That's just fucking, you know, one point. Is that all these But so, yeah, like I'm saying, Nazi calling us a Nazi thing. So in that vein of them not actually being real racists or real Nazis, but certain segments of them kind of are. I mean, definitely the establishment Democrats high up in the government, those are real racists. Antifa is like brown shirts, or well, I don't want to elevate them to the actual black-shirted fascistas they're pretending to be. It's so funny. You know, I'm just packing all of the funny-ass shit into this. It's so funny watching them post memes where it's like a picture of Trump and Hitler and they call him a fascist. Like a socialist with pronouns in their bio posts a picture of Trump and Hitler and it calls Trump a fascist when Hitler was a socialist. Meanwhile, you dress up in all black like fascist Italy's black-shirted fascistas that Hitler copied the aesthetic of because he liked it. Like, it's just so many things like that. So, like, yeah, I mean, because I'm not as much of a dick as the left. I didn't when they were supporting Joe Biden out in the open and Hillary Clinton and Bill out in the open as if that was okay. I didn't go around calling every motherfucking Democrat a pedophile. It's crazy that how, like, a bunch of robot NPCs, how quickly they received their CNN signal and went doot, 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 and fucking all said the same shit simultaneously. Wild. Because they call us a cult, but when I look through the various conspiracy theory content creators' videos that I watch and have conversations with people within my side of things, we all got very different opinions upon what exactly is going on and the significance of everything and what it all means. We disagree a lot. You guys with your fucking unified robo-march, like a car shifting gears from racist to Nazi to pedophile. And so just like you have the actual racists within the left, the Democrat establishment at the top, and the actual representation of the Nazis within the left, Democrat establishment at the top, Antifa, people that call themselves socialists. But they're not, none of these are serious Nazis, right? Serious racists, right? They're like ideologically racist. They're not hanging people in the streets. But then there's that extreme form of it where the aspect that they kill through is abortion. So the average Democrat that you see isn't an actual racist or Nazi. They're not funding Planned Parenthood or beating people up in an Antifa outfit. And the average Democrat, see, this is what's fucked up, because I'm still not going to go around calling the average random Democrat that says this shit in a comment section or live chat or post or whatever a pedophile. But your side has the pedophilia. You have the side of chopping kids' dicks off and saying that young children can be sexual and putting gay porn in school libraries, Lawn Boy, many other books with graphic depictions of gay sex in libraries. You're the side that wants to chop off young girls' breasts and propagandize children into thinking that that is a desirable future to grow up into by trying to infest our video games like Dragon Age Veilguard. Think of how sick and disgusting and twisted that is. That they took a medieval fantasy game about wizards and knights fighting dragons, and they said, you know what this game needs for our gender death cult ideology representation? And it's not representation, it's invasion. Because it's a really small fraction of the population. So if you were to accurately represent it, it wouldn't be this infiltration where it's a propagandization, where they have to make it seem as a desirable thing to do and propagandize people into doing it so the people exist for them to claim they need to represent them. So it's a feeding into itself cycle, which is why we get these doubling up of the stats where a few years back it was like 10% or whatever of kids in school identified as a cat or whatever the fuck, and now it's some and we thought that was crazy back then, and now it's some crazier shit like 15 or 20 or 25% or whatever the fuck it is now. So we got more, we need more representation. Oh, we got even more, we need more representation. Never mind abortion. You won't get that far. That's a terrifying thought, to be some fucking like, because I was a smart kid. So, and I was, even as like a young kid, when I started like researching stuff, watching documentaries and things, picking up on little facts here and there, I would learn things, I would see dumb things that my family was doing. And it's a really helpless thing when you try to fucking when you don't have any ability to communicate the shit to them. Crazy. Now imagine you don't have the thing to communicate. You don't even know. You're a little kid. So you want to be Batman or Superman, but your fucking crazy blue-haired freak leftist mom is telling you you're a girl. He's like, I run with that. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Not old enough to know what it's like to be made fun of at the playground yet, so. Like, I mean, that. But yeah, so that's the average Democrat that is just mindlessly. Like, all they know is that there's a list, which there isn't. There's a shit ton of evidence and video that needs to be gone through to identify everybody in it. It's like the flight logs and fucking Epstein's phone contact list, for instance. It's like if you stole a weed dealer's phone and publicized the people on it and was like, look at all these potheads. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, half of them are fucking potheads, but there's probably a lot of people on that weed dealer's phone that don't smoke fucking weed. So it's the same kind of fucking thing. So you gotta look through the fucking videos and be like, there's who actually participated in stuff, and here's, So that's what the whole fucking FBI agents going nuts having to fucking watch hours of this shit in order to identify people. And I don't know if I said it before, but nobody said this or thought of it, but Elon Musk totally should have came up with some kind of a facial recognition program that could scan through all the videos and then access the internet to identify the faces of everybody in the videos, instead of having agents have to watch this shit. Elon could probably come up with something in a few months if he put his mind to it. So yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And you just scroll through here. Yep, see? This is somebody who was crickets while